Hello my dear students, I warmly welcome you to CR Digital Classes. In this lecture, we are starting another topic in the same unit, okay. So the next topic is numerical integration. So one of the very important topic in this unit, okay. So in this method also, in this topic also we have lot of subtopics. So likewise numerical differentiation. So we are also going to discussing about numerical integration. So what is the numerical integration? What are the methods based on this numerical integration we are going to study? And first of all, so we have to derive the general formula. Okay. Based on this general formula, all upcoming methods are depending upon. Okay. So first of all, we can derive that general formula. You can see the solution. First of all, see the statement of this problem. Name of this problem is numerical integration. Derive the general formula for the numerical integration. Okay, there is no general formula for the numerical differentiation, but for the numerical integration we have a general formula. That general formula is landmark for all upcoming formulas and upcoming concepts. By using this general formula only we can derive any equation further. Okay, so that type of important this equation has. Focus carefully. Now we can start the solution. Let y is equal to f of x be a function defined in the interval closed interval a comma b. So if you want to derive any function or any equation, first of all we have to take one function. Okay, that function is y is equal to f of x be a function in the closed interval a comma b. Let x naught comma y naught x1 comma y1 up to so on x suffix n comma y suffix n be the set of data points of the given function y is equal to f of x. You know very well, whenever you take a function, okay, in our numerical analysis, definitely that function consists of some data points. Those data points we can write in that format: x naught, y naught, x1, y1 up to so on x suffix n, y suffix n. There are total n plus 1 data points. Okay, n plus 1 data points. Now, where f of x is not known explicitly, that means we don't know what is that f of x function. Okay, just for the general purpose we are taking y is equal to f of x be a function. Let the interval closed interval a comma b be divided into small n equal subintervals. Okay, so here you have, for example, if you take instead of closed interval a comma b, okay, for example, if you take closed interval 1 comma 2, now this interval we can subdivide it into equal number of parts. Okay, that means you can also divide closed interval 1 comma 1 by 2. Okay, union 1 by 2 comma 1 by 3, union up to so on last 1 by 9 comma, in this format you can divide that interval. Okay, so those all are the equally spaced intervals means. Okay, so therefore we can divide it into small n equal subintervals such that అలా డివైడ్ చేసిన దాన్ని మనం ఈ మ్యాథమెటికల్ గా ఎలా రిప్రజెంట్ చేస్తామంటే దిస్ ఫార్మాట్: స్మాల్ a is equal to x0 less than x1 less than up to so on x suffix n. Okay, small a we can take the initial value of that interval. Small a is equal to x0. Just remember this point: a is equal to x0. Wherever you have x0 in the all upcoming topics we can also write small a. And wherever you have x suffix n is that ending of that interval value. Okay, ending value of that interval, that is taken as x suffix n is equal to small b. Okay, interval తీసుకున్నాం, ఆ interval ni we have divided into small n equal subintervals. Okay, and the values of small x are equally spaced with the step length small h. అంటే వాటిని సబ్డివైడెడ్ గా చేసాం, బట్ డిఫరెంట్ లెంత్ కాదు, సేమ్ లెంత్ ఉండాలి. మీరు ఏ 2 పాయింట్స్ తీసుకున్న x వాల్యూస్, ఇఫ్ యూ టేక్ ద సబ్ట్రాక్షన్ వాల్యూస్, సో those all x values are equally spaced with the step function, step length small h. So therefore then you can write that last value x suffix n is equal to x0 plus n into h. x0 plus n into h, that is the equation for the values in that interval. That is taken as equation number 2. Okay, so equation number 1 is the total subintervals. Now let the definite integral be defined as capital I is equal to integral a to b f of x dx. Okay, definite integral. Okay, so definite integral means any finite integral. So that is capital I is equal to integral a to b f of x dx. So this is a definite integral form for this problem. Hence, by equation number 1, the above integral becomes capital I is equal to, here small a we have, small b we have. In place of a and b, we can substitute or we can replace x naught and x suffix n. Okay, so therefore that is taken as equation number 3. Okay, capital I is equal to integration over x naught to x suffix n y dx. Where what is that y? Y is the f of x. Okay, f of x value only we are taking as y. Dx will be as it is, that is taken as equation number 3. Now, after taking that equation number 3, using Newton's forward difference interpolation formula, or simply Newton's forward interpolation formula, no need to write down difference of, you can also write difference, but Newton forward interpolation formula, y is equal to y naught plus p into delta y naught plus p into p minus 1 by 2 factorial delta square y naught plus p into p minus 1 p minus 2 by 3 factorial into delta cube y naught plus up to so on p into p minus 1 p minus 2 up to so on p minus n plus 1 by n factorial delta power n y naught. That is taken as equation number 4. Okay, where x is equal to x naught plus ph, you know very well. Okay, so where actually it is p is equal to, not x is equal to, where p is equal to x minus x naught by h. From this p value, ఎందుకంటే మనకు equation number 4 totally in terms of p and forward differences operator. So therefore p is equal to x minus x naught. From this equation, okay, so p into h is equal to x minus x naught. So after that p into h plus minus x naught if you send to LHS, then you will get x is equal to x naught plus ph. So same ide value ni we can write here. So x is equal to x naught plus ph. Okay, so substituting ఎందుకు x వాల్యూ తీసుకుంటామంటే ఫంక్షన్ ని మొత్తం మనం విత్ రెస్పెక్ట్ టు x తోటి డిఫైన్ చేస్తాం అన్నమాట. సో దేర్ఫోర్ సబ్స్టిట్యూటింగ్ ఈక్వేషన్ నెంబర్ 4 ఇన్ ఈక్వేషన్ నెంబర్ 3. ఈ ఈక్వేషన్ నెంబర్ 4 ఉంది కదా, వాట్ ఎవర్ యు హావ్ దట్ ఈక్వేషన్ నెంబర్ 4. ఓకే, ఈ టోటల్ ఈక్వేషన్ నెంబర్ 4 ని ఈక్వేషన్ నెంబర్ 3 ఎక్కడైతే స్మాల్ y ఉందో, wherever you have small y in equation number 4, ఆ small y place లో ఆ పెద్ద ఈక్వేషన్ ని సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేయాలి. ఓకే, in RHS only. So therefore capital I is equal to integration over x naught to x suffix n. So this is the total y value. Okay, this total is the y value from equation number 4 into dx, y dx. Okay, so that is the y value. So after substitution of y value in equation number 3, then that equation take it as equation number 5. So if you observe carefully now, since x is equal to x naught plus ph, and from this condition if you do the derivation for that x, if you do the differentiation, so dx is equal to x naught is the constant, x naught derivation and differentiation is 0, and p into h. Okay, so h into p into h means dp. Okay, so d into p. Actually ఆ ఫంక్షన్ ని మనం ఎట్లా చేస్తామంటే విత్ రెస్పెక్ట్ టు p తోటి డెరివేషన్ చేస్తాం. హియర్ యు హ్యావ్ x is equal to x naught plus p into h కదా, డిఫరెన్షియేట్ విత్ రెస్పెక్ట్ టు p అని చెప్పేస్తాం అన్నమాట. డిఫరెన్షియేట్ విత్ రెస్పెక్ట్ టు p అంటే dx by dp is equal to x naught కాన్స్టెంట్ వాల్యూ 0. ఓకే, అండ్ విత్ రెస్పెక్ట్ టు p కాబట్టి p కి వాల్యూ 1 అయిపోతుంది. 1 into h అంటే మనకు h వస్తుంది. సో నెక్స్ట్ స్టెప్ లో ఏం రాస్తామంటే మనం dx is equal to ఈ dp ని RHS తీసుకుంటే మనకి ఏం వస్తుంది, hdp అని వస్తుంది. ఓకే, dx is equal to hdp ఆ ఫార్మాట్ లో మనం రాస్తాం అన్నమాట. సో వెన్ ఎవర్ ఆ x లో ఉన్న ఈక్వేషన్ ని మనం అంతా p టర్మ్స్ లోకి కన్వర్ట్ చేస్తున్నాం కాబట్టి, సో దెన్ వీ హావ్ టు చేంజ్ ద లిమిట్స్ ఆల్సో, లిమిట్స్ ఆఫ్ దట్ ఇంటిగ్రల్. ఓకే, లోవర్ లిమిట్ అప్పర్ లిమిట్ కూడా చేంజ్ చేస్తాం, ఎందుకంటే dx అనేది dp లోకి కన్వర్ట్ అయిపోయింది, h into dp లోకి. నౌ upper limit here, if x small x is equal to x suffix n. Okay, this is taken as upper limit. Okay, then x suffix n is equal to formula x naught plus ph. So therefore, and originally what is the x suffix n value, x naught plus nh, you know very well, x naught plus nh, and write RHS as it is, x naught plus ph. Okay, on both side x naught will get cancelled, and by cancelling small h values, n is equal to p or p is equal to n. Okay, whenever you substitute x is equal to xn, p value will become n. That means you can write that that one is the n is the where p is the, so next to p is equal to n. Lower limit, whenever you take x is equal to x naught, already x naught is the lower limit for that integral. So therefore x naught is equal to, you can write x naught plus ph. So therefore ph is equal to 0. Therefore p is equal to 0. P is equal to 0. In this format we can convert that lower limit and upper limit, and we can also convert to dx as hdp. Substitute now all those values in equation number 5. Okay, so therefore capital I is equal to lower limit in place of x naught 0, upper limit in place of x suffix n n. Okay, why? Because the total equation number 5 now we are converting in terms of p. Okay, so therefore y naught plus p delta y naught, the total equation into here dx untadi basic ga equation 5 lo, dx is nothing but hdp. Okay, dx is nothing but hdp. So therefore I is equal to, ఈ h ని నేను ముందర రాస్తున్నా, why? Because it is a parameter constant కాబట్టి step size. So h is equal h into integration 0 to n y naught plus p delta y naught up to so on this total value into dp. So therefore now apply the integration for each and every value in that RHS of, in that sum in RHS. Okay, apply the integration individual terms in RHS. So therefore h is the common value we can write outside of that closed interval. So therefore integration 0 to n y naught dp. Okay, so adhe integration second term ku apply cheste integration 0 to n p delta y naught dp plus integration p into p minus 1 delta square y naught by 2 factorial into dp plus up to so on itla apply chestam. So capital I is equal to small h into, okay, so with respect to p we are integrating. So then y naught is the constant term, y naught is the constant, only p terms we can integrate. So y naught will be, we can write as it is, and integration 0 to n y naught constant అంటే y naught అవుట్ సైడ్ రాసుకుంటే ఇక్కడ మనకి ఏముంటది అంటే 1 ఉంటది. 1 dp అంటే మనం ఏం రాస్తాం, ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ 1 dp అంటే p. Okay, we can apply that upper limit, lower limit. So therefore integration 1 dp means p. Integration dx అంటే అదే కదా, ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ dx అంటే what we can write, x ఏ కదా. 1 కి ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ చేస్తే మనకి ఏమొస్తుంది, వేరియబుల్ ఏది ఉంటే అది వస్తుంది అనమాట. సో therefore ఇక్కడ p ఉంది కాబట్టి p వస్తుంది. సో p ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ ఓవర్ 0 to n y naught ప్లస్ ఇక్కడ మీకు p ఉంది సెకండ్ ఇంటిగ్రల్ లో, p స్క్వేర్ బై 2, యు నో వెరీ వెల్, ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ x పవర్ n dx ఫార్ములా, it is equal to x power n plus 1 by n plus 1. ఆ x ప్లేస్ లో మీకు ఏ వాల్యూ ఉన్నా ఇక్కడ p ఉంది, p పవర్ n is nothing but p పవర్ 1 ఉంది కాబట్టి n ప్లేస్ లో 1 సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేస్తే p పవర్ 2 plus 1 by 2. దట్ మీన్స్ p స్క్వేర్ బై 2 అప్పర్ ఇంటిగ్రల్ లోవర్ ఇంటిగ్రల్ మన అప్పర్ లిమిట్ లోవర్ లిమిట్ అప్లై చేస్తే 0 to n డెల్టా y naught అనేది కాన్స్టెంట్ కాబట్టి డెల్టా y naught we can write as it is. నెక్స్ట్ ఇక్కడ మీకు p into p minus 1 ఉంది. ఓకే, దాన్ని మీరు సింప్లిఫై చేసి దానికి మీరు ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ అప్లై చేస్తే p స్క్వేర్ ఇంటూ 2p minus 3 by 6. ఓకే, సో కాన్స్టెంట్ 1 by 2 factorial as 1 by 2 and delta square y naught. So in this format we can apply the integration value for each and every value in the RHS. After applying that the integration, applying the upper limit and lower limit. Upper limit is small n and lower limit is 0. Okay, apply upper limit and lower limit for the closed bracket values. So therefore capital I is equal to h into, ikkada p undi meeku. Okay, so p 0 to n ante manam em rastam, n minus 0. n minus 0 ante manaki em ostadi, n. Ekkadaithe p untado akkada first upper limit apply chestam, then after we can apply that lower limit. So p place lo n minus 0 substitute cheste manaki em ostadi, n ostadi, n into y naught plus p square by 2 అని ఉంది, you know very well, p square by 2. ఓకే, సో n అంటే మనం ఏం రాస్తాం, n స్క్వేర్ బై 2 మైనస్ 0 స్క్వేర్ బై 2, n స్క్వేర్ బై 2 మైనస్ 0. సో దేర్ఫోర్ మనకి ఏం వస్తుంది, n స్క్వేర్ బై 2 ఇస్ ద వాల్యూ. సో దేర్ఫోర్ n స్క్వేర్ బై 2 డెల్టా y naught. సిమిలర్లీ 1 by 2 into 6 ఉంది ఇక్కడ మనకు, 1 by 2 into 6 అంటే 12 వస్తుంది, 1 by 12. p స్క్వేర్ మైనస్ 2p మైనస్ 3 ఉంది కదా, సో p ప్లేస్ లో ఇఫ్ యూ సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ n స్క్వేర్ మైనస్ 2n మైనస్ 3, లోవర్ లిమిట్ సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేసినప్పుడు యూ విల్ గెట్ 0. వై? బికాస్ 0 బై సంథింగ్ అంటే కూడా మనము 0 ని రాస్తాం కాబట్టి లోవర్ లిమిట్ కి 0 అయిపోతుంది. నెక్స్ట్ వాల్యూ n స్క్వేర్ మైనస్ n మైనస్ 2 హోల్ స్క్వేర్ బై 6 into 4 24 delta cube y naught. Only upper bound apply చేస్తున్నాం ఇక్కడ, lower bound apply చేస్తే zeros అయిపోతున్నాయి మొత్తం. Okay, for the lower bounds zeros, only upper bound values మనం ఇక్కడ రాస్తున్నాం. So therefore capital I is equal to h into the total value. Now what is that capital I? So integration 0 x naught to xn y dx is equal to, okay, so from the previous equation, if you observe carefully, small n is exist in the each and every term in the RHS. Take small n common, then you will get that n into h y naught n by 2 delta y naught n into 2n minus 3 by 12 into delta square y naught plus n into n minus 2 whole square by 24 delta cube y naught up to so on. N is common in every term, so in RHS, so therefore we can take n as common. So now this equation, you can take it as equation number 6. This equation 6 is called general formula in numerical integration. General formula in numerical integration. So one of the very important equation. General formula. Okay. Whenever in the upcoming topics, whenever you face a term general formula, so you have to remind this equation number 6. Okay, you have to by heart this equation number 6. Depending upon this equation 6, all upcoming problems we can establish and we can illustrate about them. So therefore this equation number 6 is called general formula in numerical integration. Now this formula gives the area of the n strips at a time by evaluating the integral of the function over all the small n intervals. Ante here equation number 6 deals that area of the n strips. Here strips is nothing but integral. Okay, for example, if you substitute n is equal to 1, that means first integral, n is equal to 2, second integral. Okay, that means you can divides now. For example, if you get that interval a comma b, this interval we can divide it into small n number of equally subintervals. For each and every subinterval, you will get one integral. Okay, so 0 to 1 plus integral 1 to 2 plus integral 2 to 3 plus up to so on integral 9 to 10. Actually, what is the original integral is 0 comma 10 is the original integral. Then that integral you can divide it into equally subintervals. Now each and every integral is called a strip. Okay, so therefore the formula gives the area of small n strips at a time. Ante each and every value ni manam integrate chesi find out chesi vatni club chestam, sum chestam kabatti we can find the area of the area. Ante ikkada manaki entante area of the, this is the integration formula, area ki integration formula. So therefore the integral of the function over all the n intervals. So putting n is equal to 1, 2, 3 in the general formula, putting n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay, so we obtain different integration formulae. We obtain different integration formulae. Here formula is the plural word. Okay, formula is the singular, formula is the plural word. We will obtain the different integration formulas. So అంటే ఇక్కడ n అనేది మీకు ఎక్కడ ఉందంటే RHS లో ఉంది. In equation number 6 you have small n here. If you substitute n is equal to 1, okay, you will get that trapezoidal rule. If you substitute n is equal to 1, you will get that trapezoidal rule. You know very well trapezium. Okay, trapezoidal rule. The trapezoidal rule is our next topic. If you substitute n is equal to 2, you will get Simpson rule. If you substitute n is equal to 3, you will get Simpson 3/8 rule. So in this format, so you will get the different formulas. Those formulas also we have the derivation. These all upcoming formulas will purely depending upon this general formula. Okay, so that's why this general formula plays a key role. In the next upcoming examination from this unit, this formula, this derivation is a very important. Okay, so this is the total explanation of this problem. Okay, I hope you understood this problem very well. In the next lecture, we are coming with the subtopics in the numerical integration. So make a perfect practice, prepare well. Until bye, thank you.